my nose itches.
Hello and welcome. We are Creative Typo. I'm Richard, your game master. Today we're playing Crown of the Oathbreaker, created by Elderbrain. With me is our brave group of adventurers. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello everyone, I'm Nico, and I will be playing Sett, the Frenzied Mutant Bugbear Barbarian.
I'm Tisha, and I will be playing Ponsonby, the Circle of the Savage Blood Druid.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, and I will be playing Brevania's Rothschild, who has a bi-wife.
Hey everybody, Adam here. And I am playing Thotark, the Bugbear Entropist Bloodline Sorcerer. Nailed it.
You did, but you didn't, though.
I didn't? What?
Because what is Entropist?
Yeah, it's Entropy, Entropist.
I don't think those are the same thing, love.
Really?
Entropist. No.
Okay, I gotta pull up the book.
Watch me like I'm feeling like high and mighty. I corrected you. Bitch, it means entropy, okay? Can you be an entropist?
No, I don't think so.
An Entropist is a cleric of the aspect of Tiamat known as entropy.
Who is
which
Tiamat?
Is a dragon.
It's not real.
Well, what are we playing?
As we play D&D.
Okay, no, D&D is life. Okay, I'm so sorry.
But I'm not a cleric. I'm a sorcerer.
Oh, see.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Richard. Continue.
That's okay. We're currently in Chapter 2 of the campaign. Last we were playing through the Cursed Coronation section. Would anyone like to recap what happened last time?
Child, let me tell you. So, Cursed Coronation, we find out that Miss Thing, what's her name? Onomatopoeia? Prince Amidala?
Aquafina?
There we go.
Aquafina. Aquafina.
Yes, there we go. Prince Afina. She looks at Unfortunate because she's probably possessed by a demon. That is not to say that ugly people must be possessed by something to be that ugly, but there are cases. And yeah, so she's probably possessed by a demon, or she's being controlled by something, manipulated by something. We don't believe that she is herself inherently evil. We think that it may be an outside, even though I argue that I think that she is inherently evil. Her mother is so blasé about the fact that her husband died, and the ex-baby mother came to the picture and took his soul to hell. So that was something to talk about. But yeah, at the Cursed Coronation, Afina had enough Henny, and so she was just like, guess what, I'm taking this over. We're gonna have some really arbitrary rules because I'm queen, and what you gonna do about it? And we made it out alive with Sir Trinzalor. What's his name? The captain of the knights.
Cyne Monder.
Same thing. So yeah, we made it out. Anyway, we made it out with Sir Cyne Monder, Lord Cyne Monder. And if I'm not mistaken, the knights had taken a vow to the queen, and they turned into were they werewolves?
To put an actual name to it, they're were-hellhounds.
Okay, so wow, they just had to take it one step further. All right. They're not hellhounds, they're not werewolves, they're like, okay, girl. So yeah, the were-hellhounds, we escaped them. There are knights that did not completely swear loyalty to the queen, and which is why they did not turn into were-hellhounds. So I mean, maybe there's like room for Brevanius to like step into royalty too, and like maybe, you know, overthrow the kingdom. And I think that, I'm pretty sure I'm missing like some aftermath, but I think that's what happened at the coronation. We got out.
I mean, that's pretty much what happened at the coronation, yeah.
Okay. If anybody would like to elaborate on what happened afterwards, please be my guest, because I low-key forgot.
So we escaped into a tunnel. Ponsonby followed some rats for nothing. And then that's kind of where we're at. I'm pretty sure that Thotark just got struck by lightning.
Yeah.
At the exit of the tunnel.
Yep.
Is everybody filtering into the Lucky Leap?
Yep.
So, Before we go ahead and get started, anybody who has not already drawn their Cardic Inspiration, go ahead and do so.
Will do.
I got an Ace of Clubs.
Jack of Clubs.
8 of clubs.
7 of hearts.
Combo breaker. All
If we
right.
get all the same suit, that's an automatic crit for everybody, right?
You know what? Just because it shouldn't happen terribly often, sure. Let's do that. If everybody ends up with the same suit on the initial draw, then all of your cards will be aces.
Oh,
Like just that
oh.
initial draw will turn into an ace for each of you.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go with that. I'm on recording, so it's official now.
Nice.
All right. So we'll go ahead and pick up there then. Like you've just made it into the Lucky Leap, and we can either do this before or after Tisha actually shows up. Ponsonby shows up to the Lucky Leap, but just to kind of decompress and react from there with what has just gone on. I'm sure you have thoughts.
I think Ponsonby made it in the last episode because
I went ahead and pushed that, but like if you particularly want to have any discussion before Ponsonby showed up, then that's fine. If not,
gotcha.
then everybody's there.
I mean, Thotark just got struck by lightning, so
Yeah, I'm a little singed. Just
And
a
we'll
little bit.
say also that that upon coming in, Cyne, Monder and Ricio, Tane retired to one of the rooms upstairs to discuss some things privately right now.
Is that what they call it?
Yes, that is what they call it. In fact,
Mhm. I know what y'all up there doing. Y'all ain't slick. We're all adults here. So please remind me, anyone, which one was Ricio Tane?
he is the proprietor of the Lucky Leap.
Okay, there we go. Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I can even go you one better. He's this one. If that would. There we
Oh, not giving daddy. It is giving, he is covering that receding hairline, honey. Like, okay. Love that for him.
And just as a refresher, this is Lord Cyne Monder.
That is daddy. See, embrace your hairline.
But his eyes.
Okay. Could you imagine that? Never. Oh, wow, I was about to say something.
No.
Oh, girl. Ooh, we're not in together. What I meant to say is he is a distinguished young man, and I would love to have him out for coffee.
The eyes are what's creeping me out about him.
I think the eyes are the jewels of this whole picture.
Yeah, but I mean, why would they draw his eyes like that if not to like make you like super creeped out? Like, why is this dude staring at me like that?
I will say he's giving very much like he's about to like correct a woman. Well, actually, like
Maybe that's it. That's why I'm bothered and you're not.
How did anybody else get as hurt as me? Like, I'm gonna go lay down.
yeah, same.
wait, we are leaving to go rest. Is that what we're doing?
I
Oh
feel
no,
like-
I'm gonna be right here, just on the floor, just laying down right here.
But
I'm still
sure-
talking.
But wait, what are we? What are we debriefing? Because tonight's festivities have been festive, to say the least.
We should probably check in with Lord Sidemonder and see what he says.
But Lord Sidemonder is debriefing.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I don't think we should interrupt the debrief. No.
Oh, let's go. They might have a couch in there.
He's not in charge anymore.
Well, oh wow, we're just going in like that. All right.
I'll knock if it makes you feel better.
Thank you. We should show humility and the like as we enter someone else's quarters.
Can I go upstairs and knock on the door and open it at the exact same time, like shoulder into it?
So you
There's
mean knock on it with your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Yes.
Right, is it unlocked?
So it is actually unlocked. They weren't really trying to be all that secretive, but they're actually up in this room up here. If I can remember how that's supposed to work.
I see.
If you can see that ping.
Yep, I can see it.
Okay.
Looks like there's 4 chairs in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm gonna,
it's the same room that you went in earlier to try and interrogate the Golden Mask people.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna push some papers aside and any like dishes that may be on the table like aside, and I'm just gonna lay on the table and be like, all right, like, yeah, let's talk about this. I'm gonna just like come in right behind Sett, like I was right there, just go and lay down on the table.
And I'm gonna rotate one of the chairs around so it's backwards, and I'm gonna sit in it like one of those cool high school
man.
teachers.
That's
you
so
know?
cool.
You're gonna swing your leg over it like right
Yeah.
here.
You must be so popular with all the students.
So popular. The popular list.
I'm gonna cast healing word on Thotark.
Okay.
Thank you. That helps a lot. Thank you.
6 HP.
So Cyne Monder will be a little bit confused as y'all kind of burst into the room and just kind of make yourselves at home, so to speak. In short order, we'll be going downstairs, and I'd like to try and address you as well as the knights who have made it here so far. There are a number of things that we'll need to talk about, but I was wanting to try and debrief a bit with Ricio to try and catch him up on the night's events.
Yeah, that's why we're in here too. Go ahead. Continue.
So he pretty much just is giving a recap of what had happened, basically explaining the coronation ceremony, like the knights turning into the werehellhounds, and the strange goings on that were noticed as you were making it here. Just the weird lightning and like the rain that was kind of choking. So I mean, it's really just more of what you already know.
Okay. That's all that we're going to talk about. Okay.
I will
What does
add in
Ricio
the
Tane do?
I
Sorry.
will add in the things that I saw while I was down there, especially with Ponsonby and I mean, I don't want to recount the last 2 episodes that we just had, but I will note to both of them what I saw with Princess Athena as well as the guy that I healed with my axe.
Yeah, Ponsonby will repeat what Princess Athena said to her.
Well, I will grant you that Cyne Monder did not deign to mention that. He probably didn't even hear it, in fact.
Well, seeing as how the kingdom is now ruled by a person who I don't believe has the best interest in mind for its inhabitants. What is our next plan of action?
Well, that's what I'd like to talk about, but I think there's some explanation that's going to be needed first. And I would rather not go through all of this multiple times. So why don't we go ahead and gather on the secret level so that we can have this conversation amongst all of the knights that are here as well.
Yes, yes. Do I personally know where this secret level is? Or should I follow you? Should I go gather the knights?
Well, the knights are already down there, but I'll let Ricio lead the way.
Ah. Away.
So Ricio will beckon you. You follow him, and he'll take you out there down the stairs to like the main floor, and then down the next set of stairs that go towards the cellar. He'll stop off at the passageway that you had actually found, like halfway through the stairs before, into that little room over here.
Knowing how to get there, Sett's gonna make a quick stop at the bar and reach over the counter, grab a glass or a bottle of whiskey
Here.
and 2 glasses, one for me, one for Thotark, and go in one hand, and then 2 glasses for Bibi and Ponsonby in the other hand, and head downstairs with the whiskey. It's been a long night.
Oh,
So when you come into this room that you had seen before, then Ricio like goes back behind on the wall over here and opens up a hidden panel that comes into more of the floor here. You see a bunch of bedrolls strewn around with knights occupying most of them currently. It definitely seems like this is kind of just being used as a refuge currently. And everybody will gather around in this larger room over here.
I can't move my character into there.
Oh, it says,
Look here.
with at least one wall. Oh, do we have to like follow the stairs for
Then-
real? Let me just try.
Where did Sett go?
Let's delete.
Oh,
You can
that's
all
where.
shut up. You can open the doors.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I mean, you can open them as long as they're not locked. Like,
Oh, cute.
like you can try this one now. See if you can open that one.
No.
You can't because it's locked.
Witchcraft.
Now it's unlocked.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So as everybody gathers down there, Lord Cyne Monder will start up and say, so I know that everybody is a little apprehensive about the events of the night, very anxious about what is going to happen. You can tell that as it is right now, our dear kingdom is not exactly in the best of hands. I have my suspicions surrounding that. In fact, I think in particular, all of this is probably the work of the Satyr Lord King Dasmag. I know that name probably doesn't mean anything to any of you, but that's why I must tell you what I can.
Just
Mhm.
throwing it out there, I rolled a natural 20 in case I heard of Satyr King Dasmag.
Dasmag.
There we go.
So you would know that King Dasmag is a leader from the Fae Realm,
I would know that King Dasmag is a leader from the Fae Realm,
but you don't really know much beyond that.
but I don't really know much beyond that. So, Lord Cyne Monder, please.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and preface this by saying that I have been sworn to secrecy on some things, and so what I am to tell you is going to behold to that oath. There are perhaps things that I cannot speak about, but you just have to trust that I am trying to give you everything that I can.
Who did you swear to secrecy?
Batman.
It was an oath sworn to the late King Waldron.
Oh,
The one who just died.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. Hear me out. I know that I believe in things that are long, old, and stuff, but he's dead. So you can let that secret out, honey. I mean, brother.
Well, you see, my word as the Crown Warden extends far beyond death. I guess you could say it is really a loyalty to the crown itself more than any singular ruler.
Ah, okay.
And as such, I must hold to that oath.
Heard.
So, as I'm sure all of you are aware, there are perhaps some mysteries involving the royal family and perhaps some of their ultimate fates. So, what I'm about to tell you is the at least somewhat publicly known version of events as told by King Waldron himself in the courts. As I'm sure you know, his first wife, Queen Alyssa, she passed rather untimely, and he picked up a new wife not very long after. The new wife, Queen Laurentia, I guess now Dowager Queen Laurentia, she was kidnapped by King Dasmag about 15 years ago, in fact. And the king sought desperately to return her. He actually set forth a rescue party that included myself, his son Krasnar, a cleric named a cleric of the Temple of Knowledge named Father Lester, and the archmage at the time of the Arcane Tower named Master Aiden. The five of us traveled to the Fae Realm. I unfortunately do not recall how we got there or how we got back. Simply that we were there. I spent a long time kind of recollecting the memories and trying to piece things together, but those parts are still very fuzzy, and I couldn't really give any detail. When we got into the Fae Realm, King Waldron had confronted King Dasmag about the Queen, and they had a fierce duel. After King Waldron had bested King Dasmag, King Dasmag actually came to respect him for his fighting prowess, and they kind of let the water under the bridge, so to speak. King Dasmag agreed to release Queen Laurentia, and they hosted a feast for us as kind of a sign of a new friendship. So, after a bunch of talk and merriment and drinking, King Dasmag put some type of a blessing on the crown of the Galarian itself. And just as a kind of way of making up for the trouble they caused, to try and allow for the kingdom to flourish, or at least help it do so. We all went to leave the Fae Realm, but as we were leaving, the priest, Father Lester, and Krasnar became lost. We don't really know what happened to them. They just disappeared, and despite our searches, we were completely unable to find them. So we returned back with the queen, but of course without the prince. So I pledge on my honor and all that's holy. I have my suspicions about what has befallen our beloved kingdom, but I have vowed not to speak of it in any more detail than what I have just given you, as was told by the king himself.
So why did the king swear you to loyalty if there's information that is super pertinent that we could possibly save, or I don't know, rectify things with Dasmag? Like, you see how like you could probably easily help us.
I do understand, but unfortunately with the nature of this oath, I would not be able to really discuss any of the reasons as well.
All right. And you said that Prince was lost and we don't know what happened to him, so there's a chance he may still be alive?
So go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay. And if anybody else wants to roll insight, like
I'm totally.
Because that was a 15, honey. Yes, Slay House Down Boots, gaga.
Oh,
That sounded like it hurt. What did you
it was 20 and it tapped over to 2.
Ooh.
So everybody but Thotark picks up on this. So you all get the feeling that Cyne Monder himself does not really believe, like he himself knows that the story about them just disappearing isn't true, but he can't really say anything else about it.
For the sake of not prying and you possibly breaking your oath, because I do respect you, Lord Cyne Monder, I will not pressure you into telling us the truth, but just let you know, I do grow wary of you as of now.
I'll ask it. Is it one of those Gaius charms? Got you.
Those gay
If
you tell us you're gonna die or something.
As far as I know, there's no such spell cast over me. It's just my word. And
okay, so you're just
honor and my word
choice.
do mean a lot to me.
I look over to Thotark and I say, you mean to tell me that his bond is so strong to his oath that he would not tell us the whereabouts of the king's son, who's probably the rightful heir to... We could stop all of this and he won't say shit? Am I the only one?
It's a choice. Yeah.
I look over at Sett and I say, is this why you don't trust nobles? Because
Goddamn right.
Not the Lord Cyne Monder, you may not be able to tell us certain things because of your oath, but is it possible that you could maybe could you lead us in a direction that we may be able to begin looking for the whereabouts of the prince, at least to know if he's alive or not? Maybe we could find a tombstone, something.
Or like, what if we said something and if we're wrong, you say cold? So like, do you think that the king, could it be that the king gave up his firstborn child to the Fae in order to get back his wife?
And I'm drinking and keeping an eye on Ricio during this entire conversation. So I know they're all talking to Cyne Monder, but I'm watching Ricio.
Ricio seems to be just kind of standing there listening. Like he doesn't really seem like this is new information to him, but he doesn't really seem like to have any kind of like knowing smirk or anything like, I know what the truth is kind of thing either. To Ponsonby's question, well, unfortunately, I am unable to confirm or deny anything you may ask concerning it either, for the nature of the oath.
No,
But-
I'm not asking you to deny it. I'm just saying, say cold if we're wrong.
That's the girl.
Is that's not, no, cold is not saying no. Is it?
Or it's not.
Be that as it may, it's still outside of what I would be able to do for my honor.
Blink
But-
once if I'm.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
But what I can say is that it is of little consequence to what we must do.
Okay. I mean, I think that it'd be a little important to know if, the king broke his agreement with a Fae king, because that's, that's the price you gotta pay, right?
And if he broke it with,
If you have a crown, you got a
and then-
crown and your wife in exchange for this oath that you made to this fairy king, and then you broke that oath.
No, it wasn't
With
to do with the fairy
maybe the
king.
crown.
I think it
No,
wasn't to the fairy king.
The fairy king. The fairy king gave him the crown.
As he was described as the satyr lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
it's
not
okay.
a fairy king.
No, he made the oath to the crown.
And Cyne Monder made the oath like on to Waldron, like on the crown, like not to Dasmag.
Yeah, but the king vested him in combat, right?
Right.
yes,
And the king got a crown with a blessing and got his wife back, and the only exchange was him besting him in combat. And then suddenly his son is missing.
I don't necessarily ask that you believe me, but I do ask that you trust that I have the kingdom's best interests at heart, and that I will guide you as best as I can towards fixing this for everyone.
Okay, I mean, Thotark, am I going down a rabbit hole here? Or a rat hole like I did earlier?
Squeaking.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Cyne Monder. Then,
All
I
right.
don't want to make you break your oath or anything.
So before we continue, let's go ahead and take a short break. And we're back. So, any other questions for Cyne Monder concerning everything that he has told you?
no more questions. Just hopefully you would allow us to take on the task of figuring out these clues.
Do you mind if I just kind of repeat everything? Sometimes I don't hear it, and I just kind of want to repeat just to make sure that I got what you said.
Certainly.
Okay, so satyr, there's a King Dasmag. He's a satyr. Cyne Monder thinks that this is his work with the crown and Princess Afina. There's been some mysteries surrounding the royal family around the town. Laurentia was kidnapped by King Dasmag about 15 years ago. The king sent forth a rescue party, and it included Cyne Monder, Raznak, the king's son, a temple cleric, Father Lesnar, and a mage named Master Aiden. Waldron, the king, dueled Dasmag and beat him. Dasmag then suddenly respected him for beating him from a duel and agreed to release Laurentia. They hosted a feast as a sign of a new friendship, and King Dasmag put a blessing on the crown itself as a way for making up from the trouble he caused by kidnapping the queen. and the blessing was supposed to help the kingdom flourish. As the rescue party left, Father Lesnar and Krasnak became lost. They couldn't find them, and so they just returned without them.
That is the extent of what I can say.
Okay.
Okay.
When you say, can you tell me what you mean by lost? Like, did they become like physically lost? They didn't know where they were, or did they become like lost? You know, to society, to religion, to the crown.
Lost as in we don't know where they were.
Okay, they just kind of disappeared. Physically. Gotcha.
So, I will say, as I am at liberty to do so, that I suspect that Queen Laurencia and the now Queen Afina are possibly intertwined with Dasmag in some way. I can't help but feel like it has something to do with it.
And that oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And that blessing on the crown was a curse, I'm guessing.
I tell you, I've always found the princess to be spoiled and vicious little brat, but I'm starting to fear that perhaps it's not quite that, and maybe something a little more sinister.
She's half satyr. Maybe.
Oh, I was about to say something awful.
I can honestly tell you that I don't really know. It's just kind of a gut feeling that I have.
How old is Princess Afina?
I'm not sure of a particular age, but she would be older than 15.
She's queen now. Queen.
She is queen now, yes.
Queen Saturfina.
But she's
But
older than...
She would have been a child when that happened,
Okay.
like 15 years ago.
Okay.
Well, I am going to rest my weary head, maybe take a little time to pray to the Redeemer for guidance for our journey ahead. Are we all in agreement that freely roaming around the kingdom is probably a no-no?
Yes, I think for the time being, we should probably stay out of the open as much as possible. We do have room here for you to be able to stay and operate out of for the time being. It is where the remaining nights shall be, for now at least.
Okay. So, what's our plan? Sett, Thotark, Bibi, are we going to try to figure out how to get to the Fae Realm to confront this King Dragnak? Oops, sorry. Dragnor?
Dasmag.
Dasmag. Shoot. Dasmag. I have it written down and everything.
No, because it looks like whenever people were coming up with these names, they were just like, like...
oh, just wait.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
No, we're still on the
some-
easy names.
Throw some consonants and vowels together. Oh, sorry.
Well, I will point out that the makers of this are Hungarian, so the names might not make as much sense to us.
I
don't know.
cannot promise
That could be a
pronouncing
guess.
them properly.
That's just a guess.
Oh, because if we start getting into like real names, like from the Europe lands, whoo,
I don't know how closely any of these relate to Hungarian names either. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's why I said it's just a guess, maybe.
I'm gonna Google up just like traditional Hungarian names. But I'll keep on talking. I'm gonna just do a little look-see poo.
Okay.
I need my chest from our house.
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
Well, if you must, then definitely by all means do.
I must.
I would
Yeah,
suggest that you stay out of sight as much as possible.
Nope.
So, I will say that I do have at least a semblance of a plan that I need to discuss. If you wouldn't mind, we can go ahead and do that now, or if you'd rather, you can gather your things, but then we must discuss immediately after.
Does it always take this long for royals to get to the fucking point?
Woefully longer, usually.
Please, proceed.
Very well. So, as I'm sure that everyone has gleaned, what we really must do here is we need to reclaim the crown. I don't know exactly what all it will entail. I don't know exactly what we'll need to do afterwards, but I do have some faith in my ability to release curses, that we may be able to salvage the crown and get rid of this curse. But the important thing is that we need to be able to get it out of the hands of Afina and Laurencia. There are a few obstacles that we must overcome in order to do so. You see, as I'm sure you guessed, inside the royal palace, many of the doors are sealed, both physically and magically, to try and prevent intrusion. So, what we probably will need is, first, a way of getting into the castle, into the royal quarters, that will perhaps avoid a lot of those defenses. I do know of a tunnel that King Raldrin would use in order to sneak out of the castle for some late-night liaisons. I do not know precisely where this tunnel is. I just know that it exists, and it has existed since long before Waldron was king. Built by the constructor himself. But I think that the only person alive that would actually know where this tunnel would be the current royal architect by the name of Narder Tick.
Colonel.
What? It's two names, Narder Tick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you said Narder Tick. What's his title?
The Royal Architect.
The royal architect.
Yes, the Royal Architect.
And the royal architect wasn't at the ceremony. Are we sure about that?
You did not see him at the ceremony. At least for anybody that would know him. Just because I have a picture, I'm just going to show you, just in the off chance that anybody would have some experience with who he is. I mean, not exactly the most like hidden position being part of the court.
Yeah.
He just walks around with that tool vest on everywhere.
I mean, he's the royal architect. It's the uniform.
You never know when you've got to architect something.
It's just like architects will always let you know that they're architects.
At any given moment, you need to architect.
By carrying around a screwdriver and a ruler.
Yes, exactly.
I'm an architect.
And there's probably a chisel in there too.
Oh, yeah.
How he keeps that beard in line. Okay.
So we likely will need to try and find him before the queen does, because I don't want to know what would happen if she knew about his knowledge.
Where does he live?
So when you ask and Cyne Monder kind of like hesitates before trying to give you an answer, Ricio Tane will actually pipe in. Oh, well, Narder Tick lives right next to the Dawn of the Ages, an antique shop in the North District. He is a regular at the Leap, and I've walked him home quite a few times over the years.
So we got to go south to get your chest, and then north. Do we want to go north first, or I don't know. We may not get to the chest.
Well, before you go making too many plans, there's more to it. That's
Jesus Christ, Cyne Monder.
simply getting us into the castle. Beyond that, we will also need to find some way of being able to get through some of these locked doors. And Ricio Tane will chime in on this as well. And he'll say, well, there is one thing that I know about. It is a master key of sorts, a key that will open any lock. You see, there is an old friend of mine who he was.
Hold on. Are these locks all magical, or are they just normal locks?
So some are physical, some are magical. Like there's a mixture, and some have both.
Does this key unlock the magical locks or something?
The key is said to unlock any lock, magical or physical.
Oh, damn. I guess it will be helpful. Shit. Yeah, continue. Sorry. I was
yes.
trying to
So,
buy us some time.
Well, yes, of course. His name is Devrilo Prankar.
Okay, that's actually cute. Okay.
Is this guy the next door neighbor of the royal architect?
Well, see, the problem is that Devrilo, the master burglar, he always had these very high-minded plans, and once he actually came by telling me that he had found the tomb of the constructor and that he was going to be raiding it, and he had this master key with him to be able to get through any kind of locks that he might encounter. So the problem is,
You better roll that R.
the problem is that he never returned from the tomb when he went. I declined when he asked me to go with him because I had the leap year and I was quite content and didn't really have an interest in going back into the old business.
Is this tomb inside the walls of the city, or is it outside?
The tomb, I think it was just outside where it actually said.
You said the tomb of the constructor?
Yes, Master Arlen the Constructor. The one who was responsible for building much of the city. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was just outside of town, but I'm not seeing it right now, and
Okay.
we can get to that a little later if we need.
Okay.
Do we have a picture of Devrilo Dancock?
Devrilo Prankar. But
Oh,
no, unfortunately
sorry.
I don't.
What's the last name?
Prankar.
Prancer.
Here, I'll
Prankar?
Priyanka Chopra.
Devrilo Prankar.
Okay, Prankar. All right, Prankar.
it's,
I don't know.
With 2 double L's and a double L and a double R.
Prankar.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to go get. I'm sorry. So we're going to go get this key. Yes, that is the goal.
Yes, that is the goal. He would have had it with him when he went into the tomb, so I think if you, being as capable as you are, from what I've heard, would be able to go into the tomb you would likely be able to recover that key.
From DeVry University.
Yes, exactly.
Well then, we have our first order of business.
Hold on.
Oh,
Is there anything else, Cyne Monder, that we need to add to this list?
my friend Sett over here has kind of
Oh.
had it.
Well, once we've gotten in and we've maybe been able to procure the crown, we perhaps need a way of being able to get out with it not being detected. I'm sure that there are many safeguards in place that would allow them to track the crown even afterwards. And Ricio Tane will chime in yet again. Well, actually, that part, well, is perhaps easy and difficult at the same time. You see, I happen to be in possession of a magical item that is called the Chest of Magic Nullification.
Okay, when you say chest, do you mean like as in chest piece or like a box? That's the chest.
No, a box. A
Ah.
box where if you put things in it, it will nullify the magic, at least as long as it remains in the box.
Okay.
It might block the crown's power, and we could perhaps easily end the madness with it. But
Oh.
there is but one small problem.
Of course there is.
This,
You see, the chest is currently not empty. Inside, it contains another magical artifact, which is of some type of cataclysmic nature.
all right.
It's a strange idol made of a dark stone, dark green stone, and it depicts a strange beast, which is on two legs with a proportionally huge horned head, an oversized maw, and a long, barbed tail. When I opened the chest to see what was inside, it seemed to emanate some type of an aura that caused my body to immediately dehydrate as if it had just evaporated all of the moisture nearby. It caused immense pain, and my skin ripped as if it were dry paper. Every part of my body was racked with pain as if it were torn in every direction by invisible hands. It was the worst experience that I've ever had. Anyway, we need to sort this out before we would be able to use the chest. And I do already
it.
have...
Lock it.
But
Lock
we
the
need
chest.
Yeah,
we
just don't open it. Just
But
like, that sounds like a bad idea.
we have to take the thing out to get the crown in there, though.
I don't even know why you mentioned the chest, because
But we need we have to take the idol, the strange idol with the gem in it, to put the crown
Well,
in it.
The advantage is, once putting the crown in the chest, it may just end this curse altogether, at least as long as it remains. But it would also serve to prevent any kind of magical detection or scrying on the object as well.
When you say maw, do you mean mouth?
Yes.
Oh, why didn't you just say mouth?
Well, maw is a much more interesting word, wouldn't you say?
I guess, if you know what it means.
So if we were to remove this idol, this mysterious figure, from the chest of nullification, what do you expect for us to do with it?
Well, I do not recommend just taking it out in the open. It would probably cause untold destruction, and then we would probably be no better off than we are under the curse.
Can we
Is
just
there-
buy a new chest of nullification? Maybe the antique shop has one.
Girl. Sorry. Girl. I mean, Ponsonby.
I do not expect that there is another one like this anywhere nearby. Although, if you can find one, then by all means.
Okay. Does anybody not have skin and is maybe already made of dust? They could just like take this thing out and it wouldn't turn them to paper that we know. And she looks at Thotark.
I mean, I still like my skin is not dust. It's it's dirty. It's dirt. But
is it possible that we could maybe open the box like over a thing such as maybe a volcano or something and drop the idol into it and
So-
destroy it?
I
That seems
do
like a
not
bigger
necessarily
quest.
trust that an item of this power level would be able to be destroyed so straightforwardly. I think perhaps a better solution instead is to take the box back where it came from. I know that probably requires some explanation.
Of course.
Now wait.
Dumping it in a volcano is straightforward.
Okay.
I'm just laying on the table
Well-
doing this.
Okay.
Like
I'm so
destroying
sorry.
it by throwing it in lava is a pretty straightforward way of destroying it when you consider magical artifacts. Yes.
So you want us to take the box back from whence it came, yes?
Well,
And then once
Yes.
we get there, we're going to remove the idol, put it
But
back
wait.
where it came,
yes,
and then we
because,
can have the box.
because it is in a area of null magic, an area where magic does not function. So you would be able
Oh.
to safely take the idol out of the chest and not have it destroy everything.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
That makes yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Like you're on to something, Cyne Monder.
So where is this magical place that we have to go with the box?
Next to Dazmag's throne, right?
It is underneath the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities.
Who is she? I mean, where is that?
It's in town.
Oh.
You may
Huh.
realize that the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities was the sponsor that provided the magical items in the King's Games.
Hey, we get a
Ah.
discount there.
When you say under it, do you mean like the basement, a hidden tunnel? Do I have to bring a shovel? Like, what are we talking about here?
Well,
Get a magical artifact to get.
Okay, if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if it's precisely underneath it, but in the basement there is a teleportation circle that goes into a cave.
Oh, that's where he gets his stuff. I'm guessing. That's
Well,
cool.
No, not exactly. You see, well, how to put this?
Can we just get straight answer?
No, you'll never get a straight answer. There are no straight answers here.
Fuck. I mean, French toast.
So, years back, I happened across the lovely Evrathia Silverstar, who came into the Lucky Leap, and we hit it off very well. We were quite in love, and we did much everything together. We actually had a plan to be able to rob the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities for some of the aforementioned marvelous rarities. This involved her going undercover. She posed as a novice of magic to be taught by Master Bertio Ranbaird, who is the proprietor of the Emporium. She spent a long time there and had gained more and more trust with Master Bertio Ranbaird, and was able to kind of learn all of the security measures and figure out all of the different spells in place and preventative measures, and even made copies of some of the keys, learned the vault codes. And the plan was for her to gather all of this information, and then when the moment was right, both of us would go in and we would clean the place out. But one day, Master Ranbaird left a little unexpectedly, and she took it upon herself to go ahead and go through with the job on her own. She said that it was because the various wards were actually allowing her through, so it would be easier without me tagging along, so that we wouldn't have to worry about them. Well, as she later described to me, she found the teleportation circle that I mentioned, which took her down into a cave with a large crystal, and she saw Master Ranbaird down there. She tried casting something, but it wouldn't work because, as I said, there must be some sort of null magic down there. And in her haste, because I mean, she was caught. She needed to make an escape. She leapt back onto the teleportation circle and made her escape. But before she actually left the cave, she was able to grab the chest of nullification so that it wasn't a complete wash. Unfortunately, she did not know about the idol that was inside. She came back to the Lucky Leap. She gave me all of her drawn maps, the keys that she made. She explained everything that she had to explain, gave me the chest, and then she ran off into the night, and that is unfortunately the last that I saw of her.
Now, you have the chest, right? It's not like in a graveyard surrounded by zombies on the outside of town, or maybe
A magic item to kill.
yeah.
But yes, I have it here in a hidden room off of the cellar.
Oh, thank God.
Look at God. Thanks, Redeemer.
As well as some maps and some information concerning the security measures there.
And these security measures will get us in the basement to the portal?
Provided that they have not been changed, then yes, it should get you all the way through down into the cave where the null magic is.
Provided they haven't been changed. How long ago was this?
It's been a few
Old
years
school.
now, but I think when it comes down to it, many casters are perhaps overconfident in their abilities.
I mean, I cast the alarm spell to remind me every 180 days to change all my passwords. I know it might be too long, but everybody's recommending 90 days. But I mean, who can come up with that many passwords?
I am not really certain, but when it comes down to it, some of these things are built in, and they would be a little more problematic to change.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just hope that he's super lazy and not plan-oriented like I am. You know.
Is it the same owner that was there before?
Yes, Ricio Ranbaird still runs the Emporium.
I'm in good with him. Sure, I could just talk to him.
Unless he's sworn loyalty to Queen Afina. Which we
If
do
he's
not know.
alive, too.
Ah, that too. And it could be infested with werehellhounds.
Be that as it may, I'm not sure that somebody who is hiding a null magic cave with a giant crystal below their business is completely on the up and up.
Well, and also, he probably, if we bring the chest that was stolen from his place, he'll probably want the chest back.
Right, but if we tell him that we could save the kingdom, then he'll be like, "Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
please, do what you gotta do."
Oh, I assume capitalism doesn't exist here?
I would not trust that he would be so altruistic.
I might be able to just distract him then.
I don't know what capitalism is. I'm a monk, so
I'm gonna cash in on my coupon.
God.
Are you a monk? I
And
thought you were like a.
If I may just level with you
A monk
for
of
just a
witches.
minute, I suspect that he may have perhaps sought Avrathia and perhaps killed her. I have never been able to find her or any trace of her in any of my searches, and at least so I can get some closure, I would like to perhaps waylay and interrogate him about the matter. So I would perhaps prefer if this were less of an amicable mission.
Oh yeah,
A less than amicable. Oh,
I'm good
Okay.
with that.
can we? Oh, wait. I was going to say something not cleric-like. Well then, an interrogation we shall do. If we have to bust a few kneecaps to get the answers you need, that's what we'll do in the name of the Redeemer. So, when shall we go on this mission to get the box and do the things?
Well, first we have to get Sett's chest.
Oh, why do we need that again?
I
Maybe
made
we
a
can-
whole list. First, we gotta go to Nardertick and learn where the tunnel is. Then we gotta get my chest. Then we gotta take the cursed item from the chest of nullification to the teleportation circle in the basement of the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. Then we've got to go to the tomb of Master Arlen, the constructor, to find Davrillo Penkar and get his skeleton key. Then we can break into the castle, steal the crown, which I'm sure will be cake. Then we can leave with the crown and put it in the chest to make it undetected, and then come back here. Right?
Well, I suppose that sums it up.
Are you going to finish that whiskey? Because I'm out.
Help yourself.
I just reach over and grab the whiskey and slam it back. The bottle's gone.
Not a slur in sight, and your memory's that good after your firewater.
I just want to get
He's a little bit cranky when he doesn't have access to his chest.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a long break here. So we should be back in, say, about 7-8-ish minutes.
Okay.
And we're back. So, all of that information was given to you about the things that need to be done. But before we continue, Ricio will also say, there is perhaps one more thing.
For the
Hey,
love
Biscuit.
of the gods, man.
I hope we're talking about payment.
I regret to say that we probably are going to need to rely on the four of you to be able to do pretty much all of this. Even though we do have the knights here, they are perhaps not very conspicuous and would not be very well suited to being able to carry out these things without alerting a lot of people to what's going on.
I look at the group of us and I'm like,
We're inconspicuous. Whatever.
Well, when it comes to the queen's people looking out for things, you are a little more inconspicuous than the guards. You know, the
Yeah,
same ones that they wanted to pledge allegiance and became were hellhounds that
Hold on.
currently
I'm
are
friends
not,
with-
and it would be pretty obvious.
I got a couple outfits in my bag and some wigs. Maybe we could send a couple of those soldiers up to architect dude's house.
Well, be that as it may, I personally don't really trust these lot very much.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do it. How many? We got 4 tasks to do.
6.
Is that right?
That's
6.
6.
Well, the main things that need to be done. I believe you had mentioned some type of a chest, but do that with whatever time you see fit. The things that we are needing, and I'm not trying to say that your chest isn't important. I'm just trying to say that it has no consequence to me. So the things that we need for this plan is we need you to go to the Tomb of the Constructor to be able to retrieve the Master Key. We need you to go to the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities to be able to deposit the idol from the chest of magic nullification. And we need you to go and find Narda Tick to try and find where the tunnel into the royal quarters is.
And then we need to break into the castle and then steal the crown.
Well, yes.
Oh, we
of
got to
course.
get the key too.
But we need to do the other. Well, yes, in the Tomb
Keys
of the
in the
Constructor.
So that's 4 things.
That
Well-
was the first thing that I mentioned.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought the architect was the first. Okay.
Narder
Yeah,
Tick
yeah,
is
it's
supposed to
3
be
things.
potentially in danger, right? The queen knows about him.
Well, I don't know for certain, but if she does, it probably would not be very good for him.
That's probably where
That's
we should go
first.
first. Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
the first thing that Cyne Monder mentioned. We needed the secret passage.
I don't know how you even remember that far back, as long-winded as this whole thing has been.
We need to get the
Jeez.
crown. And to get the crown, we have to go through a secret passage. We need to get through locked doors. There's a master key. And we have to go to the Tomb of the Constructor. Then we need to get out without being detected. And it goes into the whole story of that stupid chest. That already has something in it. Can it not hold 2 things? How small is this chest?
It's a relatively small chest. Like, while you're kind of discussing all of this, Ricio will actually go and start gathering up a few things for you. So he actually gets the chest, so that you can see it, because I do have an image of it.
Oh.
Oh, that's high fashion.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not like very large. Like it's one person can carry it.
Okay.
I'll
hold on to it. Y'all don't mind.
No, I
Oh.
don't mind at all. I am curious as to what would happen if you tried to open it.
What did we just say, Ponsonby? Thing dries out your skin, you die. It feels
Well,
like
what
the sun
about-
is
Making
dead.
fun of my skin.
I would definitely discourage you from opening this chest outside of the no magic area.
Well, what about Sett? You have extra skin, right?
Y'all.
At the
in
very
my
least,
chest,
if you
not
are going
back at
to,
home.
I'm not going to open it, but I think if it was to open around anybody, I admit I'm probably the safest one for it to open.
Literally, Cyne Monder said, or whoever said, cataclysmic event. Cataclysmic. Have y'all played World of Warcraft?
I'm not going to open it.
Royals are always exaggerating stuff. They're always, it's the end of the world.
He said cataclysmic event, and then
No,
he was
it
like,
was-
"Oh, my
It was
script."
Ricio Tane.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ricio Tane said a cataclysmic event, but he also said that, "Oh, my skin felt like it was stretching and it was painful."
But
It's
that was just
paper.
the start of it. Like, why are we
But-
tempting this? Why
Hold
can't
on,
we?
what? Hey, baby.
Yes.
It's okay. I'm not going to open it.
Well, how long did he have it open for?
It doesn't matter, possibly.
that was pretty much like as long as it took for him to go, "Ouch, this sucks," and shut it again. Like that's how long it was open, pretty much.
Okay. I mean, so we could sneak a peek at it.
Ponsonby.
I'm just really curious.
excuse my friend.
I had neglected to mention earlier, but perhaps it would help in your decision making here to know that not only did it hurt me when I had opened it before, but the trees nearby the Lucky Leap had also started to wither in that time.
Oh, okay, that makes
Uh.
more cataclysmic sense.
And I'm like full tree over here, okay? I can't, like,
TMI, baby.
oh. In the name of the Redeemer. Oh no!
And while we're still in the planning phases, I would also like to offer you the drawn map of the Emporium,
Oh yes, please. Thank you.
as well as
Wow.
the copies of these two keys, the same ones that you see in that image. And I believe that this will be most useful during the visit to the Emporium. But I also have a cologne of dispelling that can be used to negate some of the magics.
Okay.
I've got a picture of that too.
All right.
That looks neat.
Who drew this map? A 6-year-old royal? Jesus.
But it was a Vrathia, but
Are the cobwebs the doors?
No, those are clouds.
Well,
No, I thought they were. I thought they were ticks.
I mean, couldn't they be though? So those are just hallways, basically.
Okay.
Oh, like stairs.
No, the cobwebs. Those are
Oh,
clouds.
that's like
for
the
cobwebs.
stone floor.
Or
Like
where are you
on-
talking about?
They're like on the
Uh,
stairs. Yeah, they're cobwebs
I
like
don't-
on the stairs, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
kind of. They're on the stairs. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you mean just like the white scribbles, like over the stairs, like in the center?
It looks like a tic-tac-toe almost, but more like a cobweb.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's not important.
So-
Richard doesn't know.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
important.
I
Okay.
believe that those are just markings trying to denote that those are stairs, but I'm not sure.
the stairs.
Each cobweb represents an artifact we need to dispel it.
Okay.
Maybe it's a trap.
They're all trapped, unless we have the correct artifacts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's hallways with clouds. There's stairs with cobwebs. And what are the red circles?
The red circles are where there are switches to get into the vault.
Okay.
Ah.
And are these yellow bells like alarms?
I believe so. We can get into that a little more later.
Ah. Yes.
What about the
we know to
umbrella?
look in those areas.
There's a guard at that one hallway.
I think that's an umbrella.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, there's
It's
a
a
It
very
might
trap.
rain
alert-
in there. The
It's a
clouds
very
might
alert
rain.
umbrella. You see the exclamation marks?
Exclamation points.
Oh, maybe.
I will keep you dry.
Oh. That's an arrow. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ponsonby. That's an arrow, not a handle.
What? I don't think I said anything about an arrow, but I
No,
see the
I-
arrow that
I-
you're talking about. But I was talking about the guard over there on the right side of the map.
Yeah, yes. We're talking about the same thing.
It looks like a parasol, but it is a guard
Let's zoom in.
because the
This
exclamation
map.
points say, "Ah, I'm here to protect."
Yeah,
Not seeing a parasol.
You're
it's
not?
it's the little
because
curve.
The little curve
line.
on the bottom. Okay. He's got an axe and everything, or is that a glaive?
Yeehaw.
Ah,
It could be a glaive.
I'm so
okay.
confused about what a glaive is, but
Well,
And moss.
before
I'm surprised y'all haven't decided to ask about the two suns that you see in there.
Oh, those are. I thought they were ticks.
I thought that was the portal,
Yeah,
the
those
summoning
are
circle.
those are the teleportation circle. Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
the two ticks.
They're suns. Ticks.
Oh, this. Oh gosh! Imagine if ticks had that many legs.
Like combine a tick and a centipede.
No,
A tickapede.
talk about intrusive thoughts.
So,
is that how those work?
No, that's not an intrusive thought.
Damn it.
An intrusive thought. Well,
imagining.
you saying, "Damn, that's a bloody tick." What if I ingest it?
Oh God!
That's an intrusive thought.
Oh,
Why would you think that?
Because
I think we're all a little bit woozy from a long day.
Speaking
Yeah.
I
of
think we need to
ticks,
rest, but
Yeah.
me and
Hurt by the rats, apparently.
we need to go find another tick fast, right?
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's the first one. But okay, so we got to get your chest too.
Might I suggest that we take a little nap or something?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A long nap.
Well,
But
it is
me and
already
Sett
night,
can-
so
yeah, well,
that
yeah,
would be
long
totally reasonable.
sleep.
Would it be
So, me and Sett can go and get his chest. We could stay hidden pretty well. We know how to get there, so. And then we can come back and rest with y'all.
do you have enough resources to go on your own?
Yeah, I
Good
think
point.
so.
I'll get another bottle of whiskey.
I don't think that's what I don't.
Thanks for looking out, Bibi.
Yep, I don't think that's what I was looking out for. But all right, glad I could.
Thanks,
remind you.
baby.
Also, tomorrow when we begin our valiant quest to stop the evils of Dazmag, do we go at night? So like rest during the day. So we stay.
Well, I
hidden.
mean, me and Sett can like get a feel for what's going on out there tonight. I don't know.
That's correct. Well then, I'm gonna go sleep.
All right. So Thotark and Sett go out to get Sett's chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. And y'all are, I'm assuming, trying to be sneaky about it.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay.
If
well,
we
good.
need to disguise anything, like I got outfits.
Make them roll stealth. Do it.
Okay, fine. Roll
Fail.
stealth.
Yes. Then it will become Bibi's valiant quest to save Sett and Thotark.
Fuck me.
Yes.
Hey, you have inspiration.
I mean, nobody's used theirs.
I mean, I've got a 10. That still takes me to an 11. Or no, yeah, that would take me to 15.
Hold on. Is an ace not a crit?
Did I get an ace? Oh, I
Yeah,
did
you
get
got an ace.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I'll use that. I'll use my Cardic. Yep.
Okay.
I got a 23.
Oh, you made it safe and sound, loser.
All right. So y'all are able to get through just fine without raising any.
Oh,
We lost you, Richard.
Richard, your
Richard.
voice went out.
My voice
Your
went out.
voice. Oh, welcome back.
okay, it's back.
Okay. I'm back, I guess. Maybe.
In anime.
Maybe
dub
not.
version. Richard is being dubbed by Bibi.
So you go out there and you make it without being spotted at all.
Cool.
I fixed it.
Like, is the rain the rain, is all that still going on, or is it just kind of chilled out now?
It's kind of still going on, like in spots. Like it's not just a constant downpour everywhere.
Okay.
But you're able to kind of navigate your way through it just fine.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Cool. Is there any like hellhounds out or anything like?
You definitely see some on your way, but you're able to stay out of sight pretty well.
Okay, so they're out. I can't think of anything else to ask other than that, just so we have like an idea of what's out there.
How things are going.
Yeah.
Like the skies are still very dark even for nighttime. Like normally you would think you would see at least some light from like stars, like moon, stuff like that, but
Yeah.
like it seems even darker than it normally would be.
Yeah. I would say that with the guards out to Sett, it'd be like, yeah, I don't think we need to wait till tomorrow night. I think as soon as soon as dawn breaks, like maybe even before we get up and go get that architect before the Queen's hellhounds get him.
Yeah,
Yes,
I agree.
I agree as well.
But that's it.
All
All right. So y'all go out, you get the chest, you come back, and everybody goes to sleep.
Yeah. And I would relay that information to Bibi and Ponsonby as soon as they're awake or whatever.
Okay.
Ooh, child.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and consider that as done then. And I think we can go ahead and call it a short session.
All right.
The first
Wanna mark a long
successful short
rest.
session. Yes. Go ahead and mark a long rest, just so it didn't get forgotten.
Oh,
Yeah,
how do
I
you
already
do
marked
that?
a long rest.
Cheat. How do you? Okay, help me.
If you double click
sorry.
on your character icon,
Okay,
underneath your
it'll pull up
hit
your
dice,
sheet.
there's an L rest. You can click that.
got it.
I know. I had to look for it.
Yep. All right. So, with that, I think we're probably still good to not have to do a short break here. Is that right?
No, I think we have to do a short break. Oh, we're good. Okay, cool.
Okay.
You know shit.
All right. Cool. Then we will go right into all of our wrap-up stuff. If anybody wants to just kind of discuss thoughts, feelings about everything that's been happening in this episode.
Mhm.
I
mean,
loved it.
I loved this, and I really loved that you were such a good sport about us shitting on you the entire time.
Yeah, the entire time.
I mean, what is being a DM but just putting up with players shitting on you all the
That's
time?
actually so relatable. So relatable. Yeah, we have a clear path ahead of us, and I'm excited to see where this adventure takes us. You know, live, laugh, love.
Yeah. Like, I appreciate all the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got our next 3 missions planned out, really.
Also, I do like how comical
Yeah.
it was. You were just like, okay,
4
and
missions.
okay,
'Cause
but wait, there's more.
And then,
And then,
and
Okay, but wait, I gotta tell you
and
something.
Sett was
also-
like, no more and then.
That was comical. Like, I hope you did that intentionally, because that was beautiful.
like, especially the one when we came Alpha Break was an absolutely 100% intentional.
Yeah.
Yes. So, viewers, if you do have any questions, please put them in the chat. Thank you.
So, I mean,
Ooh, my titty.
obviously, there was. Did you say your titty?
Yes.
So obviously, my thoughts are about this King of the Fae.
Dasmag,
Yeah,
Hater Lord, King Dasmag.
yeah, and I'm just trying to like figure out what that mystery is there, right? So I don't know. I mean, why did? I don't know, because where does the ex-wife come, or the dead wife? What do you call that?
She's ex-wife. Well, she's definitely ex-wife.
She died
she-
before that happened.
She died before that happened? Yeah.
Okay, so then why was she there to kill the
Late
king?
wife. Yeah.
Like, how did these?
You mean
these
at the King's
intertwine?
King?
Yeah.
Her image.
Like, why was it an
Mm.
image of her?
Yeah, but I mean, so
But
the
it was
sun
also like
got,
hell.
got lost. Krasner got lost. Prince Krasner got lost in the Feywild.
Krasner.
Holy wife,
He
He
thank you, Sarah.
easily could have gotten like some dope Fey magic and been able. I mean, they shapeshift all the time. There's a bunch of shapeshifting in the Fey realm, so
Yeah.
maybe
Mhm.
he's got some like illusion magic or shapeshifting magic, and he's like back for retribution on. Oh my god, those little hands! I can't even.
Just thinking.
I missed it.
I hate it.
I don't even
It
know
was
what.
So, okay. So the sun is this. Just so I remember right, the sun is the son of the late wife, not the current wife.
Correct. Krasnar was the son of King Waldron and Queen Alyssa.
So I don't know, maybe we don't know what the vibe was of the son. I mean, the son obviously agreed to go to the Fae Realm to help save Larissa.
Mm-hmm.
Laurencia.
Laurencia. Yeah, okay, that's the one.
Queen Laurencia, yeah.
Yeah. So unless he was like, oh, I'm pissed off that I'm going with you. And then he's like, oh, you did all of this to save this woman, but what did you do about our mother? Like, how did the mother die?
Mm-hmm. Get him.
You know, and maybe I'm going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also want to hear more about this Father Lester. I mean, we know somebody from the Church of the Redeemer. So maybe they have some contacts in the church that could give us some info about Lester.
He worships the god of knowledge.
He was Temple of Knowledge.
knowledge domain, and I am life and death.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
So and also Lester, girl, bye. Like,
I hope his name isn't Mo.
like, girl, everybody. I hope all of y'all clock that.
Lester is actually a first name.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, creeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
I had a second uncle named Lester, and he was he was old. He was very old and just kind of creepy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hey,
But I don't know if he was just creepy because he was so old and I was so young, and he said weird things. But
we don't need to unpack this.
anyway,
Mhm.
Lester is a weird.
So just as an extra little thing, the clerics of the Temple of Knowledge follow the Wise One, the God of Knowledge.
So, my thoughts. Somehow the queen, the current queen, or well, not
Laurencia.
Yeah, Laurencia.
Or did
She
you mean
got-
Athena?
No, I meant Laurencia. She got something done on her by the Satyr King. Yeah. And then she it's all part of some big huge plan with the crown and her, and like I don't think the timelines match up for her to be the other king's daughter, but Athena to be, but like there's something off there.
You think that Laurencia waited 15 years?
Question for you.
Mhm.
Whenever old queen, who was the image or whatever, came and took Mr.
Mhm.
Waldron to hell, there was a specific quote that she said, basically clocking him for being an Oathbreaker, right?
Kinslayer, I believe is what she said.
Kingslayer. Okay.
Kinslayer.
Kinslayer.
Kin.
Like
K-I-N.
he slayed a family member.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I remember that. So if old queen, if that really wasn't old queen, that was somebody else, then what if Waldron killed his son?
Oh.
To maybe
Right.
make sure that he wasn't like, because since he's the true heir, he killed him so that Athena could be the true heir, or the heir. Riz.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What if Laurencia is not actually like you made me think of this? Laurencia is not Laurencia and is actually like some Fae creature in disguise as Laurencia. King knocked her up, had a Fae baby, and then now that Fae baby's old enough to get the crown, boom, like, yeah.
I think Athena is a Fae baby.
Fae,
I think
yeah.
if I was a Fae, I wouldn't look like Athena.
Okay, that was, first of all, you're right.
Oh.
Sorry, I was channeling my inner Jonathan in that moment.
Secondly,
And like
not-
Laurencia's been disguising her until she could
Mhm.
disguise herself and all
Yeah,
that.
could be.
So,
Maybe-
just a quick aside, something else I ran across that I'll just show you just because it's fun. Here is a family portrait of King Waldron, Queen Alyssa, and their son Krasnar.
I will say,
Yeah.
Athena always wanting to play tricks on people is very Fae-like.
They like,
Yeah, that is true.
And also
Oh.
she has, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, satyrs aren't super attractive always. I mean, they got like, satyrs.
So she's probably like a half fae, like she's probably like half human, half fairy, and the ugly side's the human side.
Oh, the queen. The queen has black hair, like Athena. Athena
Sarah-
has black hair as well.
Sarah wants you to pull open the picture of Athena real quick.
Oh, for the friends.
Of
Mhm.
Athena? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We'll go with the Queen version.
Do you have a
current.
picture of? Do you have a picture of
She's just
the
different.
Satyr King, Dragnar,
Dasmag.
Dasmak? What'd you
I
say?
don't think that I do.
I mean, I'm kind of getting goat eyes from that picture now.
I got you convinced that she's Fae.
No, I don't think she is because the Fae is from the crown, right? Because it was speaking in third person. Like I don't know what you're good for a laugh, but I don't know what she sees in you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
I mean, maybe she's part
So-
Fae.
Maybe that
But-
gives
So
like
I'll go ahead and
connection.
I'll go ahead and preface this by saying that this is not like a character that any of you would have seen or anybody really would have been able to describe in like great detail per se, like to the point like this is kind of like an out of character picture thing, but this is King Dasmag.
Oh, I mean, I guess he does
Oh.
have green eyes.
This
And
does not satisfy my furry.
you don't think he's pretty? I think
Not
he's very
enough
pretty.
streamliners.
Really?
No, it's not.
Is he
right.
just not furry enough?
It's something. There's something wrong.
It's the snaggletooth.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Gotta be
I think if
because
you-
he likes the eyes from Lord Cyne Monder, so it's not the eyes.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like like if he really is like this evil king that like plotted all this, like this isn't giving me like evil mastermind. This is giving
Yeah.
me evil, like
Nice guy down the street.
yeah, like yeah, he looks like he would say something like I'm a nice guy.
He
And
did
he would-
kidnap someone and
Just
steal
ignore
them
him.
to another world.
That is
He's
kind
like,
of
I'm a nice guy. Well, actually, I would be nice if the queen would have given me the time of day, so I have to kidnap her instead. It's her fault.
I think the crown
Yeah.
fastens and unfastens fucks.
It's got one of those like safety pins,
Oh,
like a
like
quick
those
release.
safety
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry. I'll stick with Cyne Monder. Hopefully, if we ever do go to the Fae Realm, y'all can show us some daddies because that was not giving.
What do you just want me to go find you a daddy picture like right now?
Like of somebody, give me something, honey, because right now all we got is Lord Cyne Monder and that mansplain face.
Harumph.
I don't know. I guess it's a. Wait, hold on a second. Is that a glaive in the prince's hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Krasnar's hand? Yes, it is.
Oh. It's the same glaive that was on his statue
statue.
Mm-hmm.
that came to life and tried to kill everybody at the king's funeral.
I would point out that the one that attacked you was spiritual. Like the physical statue glaive didn't leave the statue.
But when we broke the physical statue glaive,
Right.
that's when the spiritual one went away.
Right. I just want to make sure that you were clear that it wasn't just like the stone statue glaive that came out and started attacking people. So,
Okay.
how about
I don't know. I think I'm currently in camp.
does this do anything for you?
It's giving. Oh yeah. Okay. So if you look at this one, Algard Tilkentar. Out. Okay. He looks like a stoic top.
I mean, you can't see how built he is underneath all that armor. He's got like
That's true.
pecs and, you know.
No, not anymore. He doesn't have pecs. He has like it's still muscle, but it's kind of soft.
You think that he's
But
that
an
old?
elf. He's an elf, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Or at
does
least-
look like an old elf, though.
He looks like an older elf,
He's
so
got
he's like-
he's got the forehead wrinkles.
But you
Yeah.
don't know if he's got a snaggletooth or not. There could be some snaggles hiding under
But
those
he
lips.
has a nice Cupid's bow.
He does. I mean, he ain't gonna like kiss me or nothing. See, we can
Okay.
keep that mouth closed.
But I think that the son, was murdered. Maybe the king had to sacrifice his firstborn in order to get the new wife back. And the son is pretty pissed off about that.
Also, the son looks like a complete asshole.
Does he?
He's a royal. They're all assholes.
Yeah, they're all assholes.
The king to me looks like an asshole. The son looks like he might be nice.
No, the son looks like he would look at his mom and be like, men are talking. Like, boy, if you don't shut your damn mouth.
I'll be on my afternoon hunt, father.
Yes.
Huh.
And then, like, everyone else is hunting. He's like, I did my best.
Yeah, but like, look, his hand and his mom's hand are touching. So
Okay.
He has somebody else shoot the boar, and then he has someone else bring the boar to him, and then he puts his foot on it, and he's like, "Look what I have done!"
I don't get that vibe, but
That's
you
what I
know.
get. No, he's basically saying, he's giving himself a high five after every joke.
Like they
That's
almost
fair.
named him
Maybe-
Princeton, but instead they went with Kalzar or whatever his name is. Kaznar.
maybe that's why I think he's a
Krasnar.
good guy, because I high five myself after every joke.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Ooh.
Sarah said we've gone on a tangent.
we have. We did whenever you showed me Daddy Elf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that was a strong chin, too.
You're gonna have to reel us in, Richard. We're gonna go off the deep end.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm just letting you just kind of vamp a little bit. But whenever we're good, if we don't have any questions,
Why
which
does
I
the
don't see
king
any
look
right
more
now.
unfortunate right now? Like, does it
It's
look like the
long
same
hair.
King Waldron? Because I
Can you-
remember you
can you
showing
do
us
the
just a picture
comparison?
of King Waldron. He didn't look like that.
I think his hair's just limp in this family picture.
Okay.
Here's the picture I showed you earlier.
Yeah, see, that's giving. Yeah, see, that's I never. Wow. That's a man.
It's poked out more.
That's a man.
That's a man.
Mm.
You see that strong ass neck? I could swing from that neck.
It is a big neck.
That is a big neck.
Fucking tree trunk of a neck.
His neck is bigger than his his head.
Like,
You know, now that you say that, like I can't unsee it.
look at that. Like, for real though, like, you could like chop wood on that. You know?
Yeah,
He's an
Yeah.
absolute unit.
I see it.
I'd feel so safe around his neck. Wear me like a fucking boa, okay? Hello, I am your pearl necklace.
I mean, his necklace does kind of look like a plug. So you could fit right there.
Oh.
I don't know. So I think that I'm in team. The king is a bad guy, but I just always think the king's a bad guy. The queen, however,
Well, he's a dead guy right now, so.
Yeah, he's a dead guy.
he's a bad dead guy.
Oh yeah, he's
How
done
come-
for things.
How come the crown looks different on him than it does on Afina?
If you remember, when the crown went onto her head, it transformed. Like it grew a bunch of like extra claws and such.
Yeah.
Okay. The claws look like crab claws, like.
It definitely looks sinister.
Mhm.
I like
The
it.
pustule pearls.
No,
Yeah.
the pearls look basically the same. To be honest.
Yeah.
I think it was Bibi that thought they were pustules.
I
Yeah.
did say that. Because I don't trust it. Bibi don't trust it.
I mean, especially in that image, they definitely look like pustules.
It's
All right.
You know.
Well,
7 o'clock.
I think we are good to go ahead and do our final wrap then. So, big thanks first and foremost to Elderbrain for writing this campaign and sponsoring us to play it. You can find everything for them at elderbrain.com. We are Creative Typo. You can find everything for us at creativetypo.com. We have a bunch of shows that we do, some actual plays like A Fool's Quest, which is recently in its new season, Microphones and Monsters, that we are just starting to record a new season for. We also have like audio dramas that are ongoing. Currently, the big one is Isfet Archives, so definitely go check that out. Thank you to Tisha and Jonathan for joining us from Roll Gay Roleplay. If you'd like to give a plug.
Yeah, totally. You can find us at rolegayroleplay.com. We are streaming on every podcast streaming place. We also have a very funny YouTube channel where we play and what's that game called? All the games that are team related where I can yell and cuss at Tisha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, thank y'all for having us here. This is so much fun.
Big thank you to Mead, our executive producer from Patreon.
Thank you, Mead.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Mead.
Need.
And a huge thank you to Sarah, our producer for this show, who is the one that keeps us in line and taking breaks when we're supposed to be taking breaks, and make sure that everybody out there can see everything that I'm trying to show the players.
Yes.
And being
She's
very
amazing.
kind when we're late. Thank you for being so kind.
And being extremely kind when we're late. As things are right now, do we have any kind of at least loose plan for the next session? Because apparently we can't really hold to planning sessions at all.
We 2
We're
weeks
go-
from now, right?
Yeah.
I will say, actually, I think 2 weeks. I'm not available 2 weeks from today. I think.
Yeah, that would be a hard one for me. I got a concert the night before, so I don't know.
Is that
I'm
Beyonce?
gonna
Because if
feel the
that's
next
Beyonce,
day.
I can't be there.
No,
Hey.
it's Avenged Sevenfold.
That's the
Basically, the
Come on,
Beyonce
Jay. What up?
of.
butter,
Pretty much
wake
the
up.
same thing.
No, wake up.
That's not them. No.
That's System of a Down.
Oh, wait. Okay, girl. System of a Down. I totally knew that. Okay.
But I mean, I could do next week. I could do the 27th, 13th, 27th.
Can we? You know what? I'm down for the 13th and the 27th.
I'm down
Same.
for the
I think
13th.
I'm good with those. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So for right now, we will go ahead and plan on meeting next week, which is Wednesday, September the 13th, and we will hopefully be starting about like 7:30, but we'll see.
Yeah, Tish,
So-
you do better about reminding us.
I'm gonna creating the calendar event right now.
So thank you again for everybody joining us. I hope you really enjoyed the session, and hope you'll join us again next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.